Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. And Pepper's back there. Hello, Pepper.
Good morning.
So wake up call, Maui Paul and Pepper. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. I want to say happy post Christmas for those of you who are celebrating Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah to you. We are here to say some good stuff. Pepper put up a question of the day here. What is your primary focus for today? And so let's just see who's around and what your primary focuses are. So good morning, Lauren, coming in from Paradise. Dan's coming in from Buford. Shauna says, good morning. I know you're coming in from your place, Shauna. Your focus is on resting, truly resting more. That's a great focus, especially after all the hustle and bustle of the holidays. This is probably the first day that a lot of people are able to rest after all the responsibilities of the family obligations and all the various different social obligations that we have. We can finally just chill out. um, do rest more, Shauna. Good morning, Jan, coming in from your nest. Dan says his primary focus is to clean up the house and go out to dinner with family. Yep, I've got a primary focus. I gotta hang up some more thermal curtains. The ones that I've hung up so far have been just absolutely fantastic at keeping the heat in. So I'm gonna hang up some more of those today and continue to clean up the house myself and get it ready for an incoming baby. Which, gosh, I mean, 5 weeks or so.
Just over 4 at this point.
Just over
Four
four
and
at
a
this
half.
4.5 at this point. She is coming, ready or not, and we're gonna be ready.
I'm ready. She can come out. She has discovered her favorite spot is now up in my rib cage, and as far as I'm concerned, she can go down.
Right. Yeah, Pepper's ready for her to come out, and I understand. Uh, let's see here. Jan says her primary focus is having fun while she cleans the house and visits with friends later. Let's see. I guess cleaning the house is is totally an after Christmas thing for us grown ups, isn't it? We plan on doing it as well. Let's see here. Tony's primary focus is to burn off some depression with some exercise. Tony, there is a lot of very solid science that shows that when you move your body, that's how you can move your mind. And so I totally understand. A friend of mine says that the ultimate cure for depression is to clean your room and go for a walk in nature. So clean your room, go out into nature, and if you're still depressed after that, then definitely figure out something else. But he says like that will cure about 90% of all depression is clean your room and go out into nature. Let's see here. All right. Lauren says her focus is getting house chores done. I know, right? This is how I know that I'm a grown up and that everybody around here is grown ups because all of us are like, oh boy, day after Christmas, what are we going to do? Clean the house. Laundry, dishes, cleaning the house, making the toilet shine good. Oh, well. But anyway, so my primary focus today is I'm going to put up some thermal curtains and I'm going to clean the house, and I'm going to just begin to organize my upcoming week, my upcoming month, my upcoming year, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be organizing my plans and deciding what it is that I'm going to be focusing on here. I'm not really so much into New Year's resolutions, but I am very much into just having an ongoing plan of how things are going to shake out in my world. So I intend to focus on that. Let's see. Amanda says her primary focus is to work out, and yes, it does help with depression. And yeah, I mean I've had that myself. When I find that I'm depressed, I'm like, I got to move my body a bit, go for a walk, go for a bike ride, just go break a sweat, and that helps tremendously. All right, so let's pull a card and see where Pepper has taken us for the day after Christmas and second day of Hanukkah. So I'm going to pull a card off the deck. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we do, we are building into our own lives, and more importantly, we are creating new neural pathways. So new pathways for thoughts to come down on. Every single cell in our body has multiple different receptors on it that can take various different chemicals. And as we feed our body these positive things, are the new cells, as they replace old cells, are built with more receptors that are receptive to these messages. And so and ultimately, as we do this over the course of time, it really does change the character of our lives and the character of our existence. It is quite the, it is quite the biological hack, I guess, for us to do that. So let's have some fun and pull a card and say that today I am bright. I am bright. My creativity illuminates the way forward.
You are bright. Your creativity most definitely illuminates the way forward.
Right. Are you bright?
I'm bright as well. My creativity illuminates the way forward.
You are bright. Your creativity illuminates the way forward. All right, I'm going to write that down in the comments. I encourage you to do the same thing. And as we do, we are bringing our brightness even more so into the world. So I am bright. My creativity illuminates. I am bright. My creativity illuminates the way forward. And you are bright as well. Your creativity also illuminates the way forward. And as we are co-creating, because we are all co-creating here, we are co-creators of this experience. As we are co-creating this experience, and my path is a little bit brighter, and your path is also a little bit brighter, we get to walk in the daylight of a mutual understanding. The night around us might be dark, but our part of it is bright like daytime. And the reason is because there are just so many bright, shining people around us. I remember that when I was younger, it took me, forever to ever, to find bright, sunshiny people. They were so rare in my world. And I remember that one of the first people who was bright and sunshiny, who really ever who went out of his way to make my life better, was like an early mentor of mine. And I remember that at the time, while I liked what he was doing, I didn't really have any words to express it. I couldn't understand exactly what was happening. All I understood was that this guy, for some reason, had taken a liking to me and, was helping me out in really cool ways that I needed to be helped out. And was sharing mindsets with me that were, at the time, mind blowing for me. And didn't really want anything in return, was just happy to provide that for me. And I remember that many years later, I many years later, I really I came into a more full realization of just how much this person helped to change my mindset and completely shift my life in a different direction. And I remember looking him up and writing him a thank you note, and finding out where this guy lived and writing a thank you note to him for that, and how cool that was. But it wasn't something that I appreciated at the time. The fact is that at the time I just kind of I just felt like I kind of felt like I was just entitled to whatever it was that I was getting. And of course later on I recognized and realized that that it was a totally different thing, that this person was doing this rather intentionally, just because just because that was who they were. They weren't just doing it for me, they were doing it for everybody. And I realized at that time that I could be one of those too. I could do that for everybody to the best of my ability. And so I am bright, and you are bright as well. And being bright is oftentimes used as a way that we describe somebody who's intelligent. But brightness is so much more than intelligence. Brightness is an intensity of light. It is an intensity of revealing, an intensity of it is a place on a spectrum. And so I am bright. You are bright as well. We are bright people. Our creativity illuminates the way forward. And we are always creating. We are creating with our thoughts. We are creating with our words. We are creating with our actions. And so as we create, to the degree that we are creating something that is illuminating to the folks around us, to the degree that we are creating something that we actually desire to have in this world, to the degree that we are creating something that has lasting significance and lasting implication, to that degree, we are bright people. It is said that a city on a hill cannot be hidden. And why can't you hide a city on the hill? And the answer is because when the night falls, the lights in the city illuminate the sky. They illuminate the hillside. You can't hide a city on a hill. And so we are that city on a hill. We are that bright spot. We are that place where weary travelers can come and travel to. We are the ones who are illuminating the way forward. We are privileged to lead the world that is becoming because we are intentional about who we are becoming. And so, I found that the folks who, the folks who surround me are by and large creators of our lives and not consumers of existing narratives. And so I am bright today. You are bright as well, and our creativity illuminates the way forward. It doesn't just illuminate the way forward for us. It illuminates the way forward for everybody who is around us. Believe me, if I when I tell you that you who are on this wake up call have in some way, shape, or form influenced me and impacted me and clarified my life and clarified my thinking at one point or another. And I think that that's one of the most wonderful things about being a human being is that we get to do this. And a lot of times we have no idea that we're doing it. We have no idea the effect that we're having on others. And I recognize that if other people are having this effect on me, if other people's brilliance is illuminating my way forward, then clearly some of my brilliance is illuminating their way forward as well. Yesterday, I had the privilege of hanging around with so many amazing people. I mean, it was an awesome day. It was just like, so many super cool folks, many of whom I don't see regularly. But nevertheless, whenever I do see them, it's like no time has passed at all. And I feel like I was, I was incredibly privileged just to be in the social groups that I was in yesterday. And I know also, Jan has this saying, the JOMO, the joy of missing out. It kind of is a riff on FOMO, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out is when we are concerned that that all of our friends are having fun and then we're not having fun, or that other people are having more fun than us, or that we've chosen poorly and there was a better party that we could have been at, or a better thing that we could have been doing with our precious time. But I found that the Jan's concept, the joy of missing out, is so much better. I'm having a good time, and I know my friends are having a good time too. And so if I spent time with you on Christmas, just know that I was very, very happy to be doing that. And if I didn't spend time on with you on Christmas, just know that I was very, very happy that you are having your own good time. And I am grateful that all of my friends are having their own variety of good time, wherever they may be, whatever they may be doing. And I also know that if anybody isn't having a good time, that they can reach out, because all of us have our doors open all the time for this sort of thing. And that is just another aspect of our being bright. Our as we create the lives that are that we have secreted in our hearts, it allows other people, it empowers other people to also have explore their creativity and to create the things that are most important to them. So we are bright people today, and we affirm this, and we know this to be true. All right, so I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. I will return tomorrow at 9 a.m. with another one of these, and tomorrow being Friday, we'll go through the entire deck and we'll see the journey that Pepper took us on this week. Thank you, as always, Pepper, for selecting these words and for coming up with these fun new weekly themes.
You're welcome, sir.
You are doing great. And yeah, and I sincerely hope that you guys are enjoying this as well. So yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Good morning again to Lauren, Dan, Shauna, Jan. Good morning, Tony. Let's see. I know that there's some more folks here. Good morning, Amanda. Wonderful that you showed up today. She says primary focus is to work out. And yes, it does help with depression. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning, Maya. Wonderful to see you here this morning. Thanks so much for coming on by. Good morning, Donna, coming in from Orlando, Florida. All right, so I'll talk to all you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, once again, I love you. I care about you. I appreciate you. I think that you're awesome. I am excited to continue doing life with you, and we will continue to shine brightly together. Until we meet again at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Once again, I love you. Aloha from paradise.